So Sandy, it's really great to have you to tell us a little bit more of the information about TLG Early Intervention. So we're launching this program hopefully in the next few weeks, and we need volunteers. We need people to want to get involved. I think it can be men and women. So how can they do that?
Okay. Hi, everyone. So TLG is an organization. It stands for Transforming Lives for Good. And they partner with churches to equip people to go into schools as coaches. And it's called the Early Intervention Program because they believe that it's very important to capture the kids at that early age, in primary age. And what they do is they train people in the church, preferably people who have worked with children before, but they have a training program where they train us as coaches to go in and to deal with children who are having some really tough issues to go through, like bereavement or bullying in school or mental health issues. And so it's really an amazing program. But TLG does all of the training for coaches to do that. And we are partnering with them as New Life Church to do so.
Yeah. So TLG, as you know, guys, is the Make Lunch, Let's Cook program. This is another segment, really exciting to get involved with. And one of the things that excites me about it, having done some training just recently, is that when you get in the school, you're working hopefully with the child for quite a long time, maybe even going up years. So this really gives us the opportunity to develop friendships with children, but also it encourages you to kind of connect with the family a little bit as well, which is different than the previous program that I was involved with, which was Lads Needs Dads. And this TLG Early Intervention program is being headed up by Sandy, and I think we've got one school that's possibly opened its doors.
We've got two actually who are quite interested.
Yeah.
And as Rob said, he's had the training, I've had the training, and we've got Valdemar who's also going to be doing his training in March. So there are three of us, and there are two schools with a lot of kids who need this coaching. So we are looking for volunteers. We're looking for volunteers who will be interested in working with kids, preferably if you've worked with kids before. And as I said, it will be, I think Rob mentioned it could be up to a year. It will be 38 weeks. So the idea is to have consistency for these children. And so it will be an hour per week for 38 weeks. And there's a rigorous application process. We need to have DBS checks, and we will need to have our training done. So we are looking for people in the church, please, who are interested in working with these children to come forward and volunteer.
And having done the training, it's really fun, but it's also, I think, very rewarding. When I did my previous reading mentors with two young lads, I found it very rewarding, but it finished after 12 weeks. This gives us an opportunity to really develop some relationships. Yeah. I'm just wondering, Sandy, are you able to name the possible schools that we might be working into?
Yeah, we've got, the unfortunate thing about it is that we really wanted to have schools in Wickford, but all the schools that we contacted in Wickford, some are not interested, some haven't responded. So we've got two schools at the moment in Basildon. There's Lee Chapel Primary School and Craze Hill that Rob is associated with. And they are sort of biting our hands off really for coaches to come in. One of the schools said when I spoke to them, they said we could name 20 kids already right off the top of their head. So it is needed because working in schools myself, I know how difficult it is to get education psychologists into schools to get help for these kids, and there are a lot of them that need it. So I think this is an amazing program that TLG is running, partnering with churches to do this. And it's funny, when I spoke to the girl and told her that, we are a church and stuff like that, she said, this is what church is supposed to be about, which I thought really interesting. She said, church is supposed to be helping the community. So they can't wait. I'm fully, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Rob is almost ready to go, and then we're waiting on Valdemar. But as we said, we really need a lot more people to volunteer.
So I'm just for me, I'm just do it. I've done my training course last week. It was a full day. It was a long day, but very interesting. You mix with other people that are kind of going to be doing the course as well, or doing the training as well. Now I've got to do my DBS, and then you also get TLG provides support, don't they? So you've got an online sort of educational tool that you can go on to help you become better. So TLG have done everything that we would need to make us feel confident when we go into the school. Yeah,
they have all the resources that we need, and they will send us a pack as well, and everything else is online. And the support is phenomenal. Yes. I get emails and telephone text messages saying, "Are you okay? Anything you need." So they're there. And then on this side, as the coordinator, Valdemar is my deputy coordinator, and then Rob is the supervising leader.
I was shocked when I saw it. I was saying, he said supervisor. I just wanted to be a trainer or a coach.
So there is phenomenal support. So we will form what is called a coaching group, and we will have forum for that. There's an online forum as well. So there will be a lot of support to do this. So
and the goal is, guys, what we're really saying is we need some more volunteers to say they're willing to get involved. And obviously the work will be, or the coaching will be during the day, not in the evening. So if you've got, we realise that many of you are not able to respond due to the fact that you're working. But if you have got a spare hour to give each week, just for 38 weeks, Sandy would love to hear from you, because it would be really good if we had a team of 10 or 11 people. The difference between this and Lasney's Dads is that ladies also can join in. And we just want to encourage. I want to encourage you. I know Sandy wants to encourage you. I did some stuff in Craze Hill School, and they were so receptive. They were really open. The little lad that I worked with was fun, and they were really helpful. So the school also is helpful in helping you provide pastoral support to people in the school. So we'd really love you to consider that and come and say yes.
And please don't feel put off if you have never worked with children. As I said, there's training, but please come and have a conversation, and we can take it from there.
So you'll just see Sandy's email address if you don't know who Sandy is and you want to email her. It'll be coming on this screen now, and we look forward to hearing from you, and more importantly, we look forward to seeing what God's going to do through TLG Early Intervention.